Okay, with Karl Hopper again, and Karl another win against Lee Valley Lions on Sunday, which means the unbeaten season. So how do you feel like the team performed on the night?
Good performance. With everything that went on, it was understandable that the first period was a bit slow getting started. I think with all the excitement and everything, I think you tend to forget that you've got a game sometimes, and you have to put that to one side for the 60 minutes we played. And I think when we did, after about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, I think we settled quite nicely. I think everyone played really well. We had a couple of injuries. Ruby's he's had a bad foot for a while. Kane's still injured with his shoulder, but I think all the boys who put in the performances, who moved back, we had some forwards playing defence, we had some defence sometimes trying to play forward, I think, but I think it all came together. We all played well, and I think the team showed that why this year we've been unbeaten. I mean, as well, it's good for Mikey to get his shutout on his last game for the club. I think he enjoyed it. I think he enjoyed that. Maybe he could have faced some more shots, but when you're on top of your game, and it's nice to be down the attacking end scoring goals, other than being in the defending end and conceding them. So yeah, I thought it was a great team performance, and hopefully we've got another couple of games left, and hopefully we'll go the full season with no losses.
And going on to the player awards at the end of the season, let's talk about James Ayling first, young player of the season. What has he brought to the team? How's he done this season?
I think that was probably one of the hardest awards. Whoever picked, Dino's picked that. I think that's probably a hard decision he's had to make this season, because we've got a few young players as well. I mean, Alex Staples has had a great year. He's still only young, and the three forwards on that line, Ayling, Briggs, and Foskett, have all played extremely well this year. We've all brought different things to the team, but James, I think he's just got a great attitude. I think he's one for the future, and I hope, with no disrespect sounding to Chelmsford, that he goes off and he makes a mark playing hockey, because he is a fantastic player. He's got a great attitude. He just comes, he gets on with it, he takes the jokes like the young kid should do. We've all been there, and with all our jokes thrown at us, but he has the right temperament, and he takes them on board, and he gives as good as he gets sometimes. But even on the ice as well, his attitude is just brilliant. He gets on with things. He shows in training some of the moves he pulls and some of the things he's learned. And if he's learning them now at this young age, by the time he hits 21, going onwards with his career, if he's still playing, I think it'll be a great prospect for the future. And I think any coach or any club will be over the moon if they get James's signature at any time of his career, because I think he's a quiet kid, but you can see on the ice with his performances that he gives 110% every week, and he just battles and he gets through it, and he just has an input all the time with how he plays his hockey, I believe. So I think it was a great award for James to get, and I think he's well deserved of it.
And let's talk about coaches per season. Reece Coverton, what's he sort of brought to the team, and how well has he done this season?
Reece has been I think he's been quite a decent find this year, because he hasn't played for a long time. He played his junior career, his junior years as a young Chieftain or a young Chelmsford player. He's come back after a few years out, and I think he's playing, like Dino said at the award ceremony, he hasn't missed a practice. I don't think he's missed a game. And he just has a great attitude. He comes in, he listens. I mean, I thought he was a bit older than he was, and he's not that old. So I think with Reece, I think if he still wants to play next year, and he keeps progressing like he has this year, I think he's got a good few years ahead of him. I think wherever he plays, and I think he's got a good hockey head about him. He just makes the smart, easy plays, and doesn't get into any trouble, and he sticks up for his teammates. We've seen this year he's not frightened to get his nose involved in things when things go a bit wayward, and I think his attitude when he's on the ice is just good. He talks, he keeps people's spirits up in the dressing room. He's got a good way to say now and then, and I think another one the same. He's still only don't even think he's mid-20s yet, so he's still got a few years ahead of him, and if he still wants to learn, he's still got the right head about him to go about learning hockey even more.
And Darren Brown, let's talk about him, a high energy person really.
Yeah, you see him on the ice, if you look at him 1 second he's there and the next minute he's gone, he's fast, he's got good hands, and I think he's worked well with the line he's been on, BT and Richie for the majority of the season. I mean, you get Richie White who doesn't give up, and you get Darren who doesn't give up, and you get BT who's pretty much the same. You've got 3 lads there who all they want is the puck and to get it in and to score goals, and people like Darren playing on that line, and good energy which bounces off people. You play with somebody like that and you see him thriving to get the puck, and he does it. It makes the next person and the next person. It has a knock-on effect, and I think he's brought that every game he's played. I think he's surprised himself this year with the points tally he's got and some of the goals he's scored. And I think he's a great lad to be around, and I think all the boys know that. He's a hard-working lad. He comes every game, every training. Even if he's had a few niggles this year, but he's played through them at some points, and he's carried on. And I think he's another one. Same again, just like the other 2 boys have had a great season, and I think he deserves his award with a pat on the back because he's done outstanding for the team, I think.
And finally, Jerry and Danny, quick word about them.
Yeah, they're flub and dub. Now, at least 2 have played together all season, and maybe sometimes it looks like they shouldn't be because they're very similar sort of players. But I think when we saw in the other way, as far as Danny, when Jerry's not there, I think Danny knew he had to step up his game a little bit, and he did that when Jerry's been absent. And I think the same with Jerry as well. They're both great guys to have in the dressing room. They're just unbelievable energy, just a laugh a minute when you're around them, especially Jerry, because he doesn't know whether he's coming or going sometimes, I don't think. But I think both of them to have that award split, I believe they did. I think it's a testament to them both that they've worked hard. They've both scored over 100 points this season, which I don't think many clubs will ever do that, to be fair. Any player to do it individually, especially 2 players on the same line as well, I think it just proves that they work together and they've helped each other out when they've needed to, and they've got points on the board for each other. One's got a goal, one's got another assist, and I think that all season's just been a great tally for them to both reach 100 points and for them to both get that award, so it was good. And not mentioning Lee Breeze as well, though, because he's played a big part in that line as well and helped them both get their 100 points, and he's added a few assists to that tally, so well done to them 3 boys as well.